I think this will be quite lively in here. I think this place is up to something. It certainly feels like a beach. I just got attacked by these dogs. This idea always seems quite romantic. There's great potential in here. There's so much natural beauty in here. Foundations are here. This city is safe. The other one is chicken and oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not kidding. $5. Encarnacion, meet up in the evening.
Thief of the Jungle, written to educate.
I'm walking around downtown. Oh, I can see the river, so I'm going to go down this street and yeah, check out the beach. Another most likely Ukrainian church. There are a lot of Ukrainians apparently in Encarnacion. Every place, every city you visit, there is always treasures to be found. Look at this. This one was carved into stone. It looks like some sandstone maybe. Always walk around with your eyes open. Well, I made it to the water. Yeah, it's a little bit different from Posadas. That's Posadas on the other side, and there's supposed to be a beach in here. I think I'm quite close. It's actually quite nice in here. Very deserted though. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's siesta time and people are... Oh, I can see some families coming out from midday to 2 o'clock. You won't be able to get much done. So yeah, the town was quite deserted too. This part of the river is very wide. It almost feels like a lake, like a huge lake. It's very nice. I think this will be quite lively in here later on. There are some nice apartment buildings, like that one is quite nice too. They've got a couple of new ones coming up. Oh yeah, and over there we can see that church. It's very brightly illuminated at night time. Yeah, I think this place is actually very nice. Like this section, I like this section, and yeah, I can imagine later on when it's all loaded with people, then it's gonna be our go-to place. It's only about 6 blocks from where we're staying. Rohai, Hugh, Encar. I need to educate myself on that one. I don't know what that means. I think this place is up to something. It feels like a construction site in here. Maybe they are preparing for Christmas. They did the same on the other side of the river. There are some nice looking restaurants in here. This is quite interesting. Alcohol is heavily advertised and soft drinks. Yeah, you don't see that often in Australia. This is nice. They thought of the handicapped people. It certainly feels like a beach by the ocean or a sea. That's a mango tree right here. That's a little baby mango growing. You can rent these kind of things. I don't know how much. They got nice looking public toilets as well. This is quite interesting. Coming from Australia, we learned to respect the birds because in Australia they attack you. On the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, at least 4 different types of birds would attack you when they have babies. Now look at this one, and there is a little baby over there. You can see that this one is quite agitated when I'm walking this way. That's the sound. That's a sound that when you hear that, you just stay away. In Brazil, I got used to the pedestrian crossing only being a decoration. In Encarnacion, let's stop it up a little bit. So they got the traffic lights, but in most places the traffic lights are only for the cars. Oh, look at that one. That's pretty cool. So I'm currently are heading towards the bridge that crosses over to Posadas, and look at this beautiful area that they have in here. Yeah, you can see some apartment buildings going up, but not much development, and yet they have all this field basically waiting for families to occupy. There are a lot of really rundown houses, probably demolition ready. And then amongst these heavily rundown houses, you see some gems. Oh, wow. I just got attacked by these dogs. A few steps from where I got attacked by those dogs. It's a completely different vibe in here. By the river, it's a really beautiful place. So that's where the international bridge is, connecting Argentina to Paraguay. And look how beautiful and peaceful it is. And just like on the other side, there is this endless path or endless footpath that you can walk around or run around or ride your bikes. I don't know how many kilometers it is, but it's very lengthy. It's good vibes. Often I wonder what it would feel like to have a boat and just travel around in these rivers, like the Paraná River. I don't know how long it is. I would assume that it's very long and interconnected with other large rivers. It would be absolutely an epic experience. And this has been stuck in my mind since we went to the Pantanal. If you haven't seen my Pantanal video, check it out. That place is, wow, it blew my mind. Oh, that birdie just caught a fish. Decent size, is struggling with it. Yeah, so I never had a boat, but this idea always seems quite romantic. Who knows, maybe one day I'll give it a try. One wild idea I had was to go from here to the Iguazu Falls. I actually did a little research. I couldn't find any readily available cruises. Surely I'm not the only one who thinks of these kind of adventures. So if anybody in this region, Encarnacion, Posadas, has a decent sized boat, it's a business opportunity right there for you. Look how gorgeous this place is. I'm surprised that there aren't too many people living in here. Even expats, I expected a lot of expats flooding this place. There's all sort of vehicles you can hire in here. I have a feeling that this is a stadium for the Carnival. They do have carnivals here in January and in August as well. This is the east side of Encarnacion, downtown Encarnacion. So there's this little lagoon. I guess they kept it wild. They're not cleaning it. You can see a lot of green stuff growing in the water. Yeah, it's certainly not as maintained as the other side, the west side. But there's great potential in here. I mean, you got these beautiful trees. The garden needs a little bit more love. The rubbish needs to be picked up. There's a little bit more rubbish here than on the other side. Actually, a lot more rubbish. But I think this place has great potential. And on the other side, I can see some really nice looking houses and apartment buildings. Now look at those pink mushrooms that are growing on that dead tree trunk. So I'm looking at this little island in here. Once again, there is so much potential in it. All they would need is a bridge and then keep it maintained. It would be such a lovely picnic ground for families. This is why you gotta watch your steps. Oh, look at this. A lime tree or orange tree. Loaded with fruits. Just out on the street next to a super busy road. There's a nice little bushland in here. I think I'm next to a hospital. Yep, here is the hospital. It's a pretty big area in a very nice setting. Oh, this is a rare sight. Finally a mango tree with mangoes on them. They'll be ready by January. This is the fire station. Look at that hospital. That looks pretty new. This is the water on the northern side of downtown Encarnacion. There's so much natural beauty in here. I'm surprised why it's so underdeveloped. Like there's water everywhere. There's these beautiful walking paths. Yes, it needs a little bit of love and care, but it you know, the foundations are here. I'm very puzzled. Yes, you can see some apartment buildings going up, but some of them actually do look like they started the project and then they're incomplete. They finished it, or sorry, they never finished it. I did see one which was you could see like major cracks on the even on the columns and stuff, and it was only the frame. So maybe it was not constructed or not engineered properly, and they had to stop the construction. There's an awesome little playground over here for the little kiddies. Next to this, they call it Executive Center Office. Sounds a little bit funny to me. I think it should be Executive Office Center. I was always wondering from the Posada side what this building is. It looked pretty fancy from the other side, and it certainly looks fancy from this side too. It's a new shopping center with offices. How cool is that? The sunset is reflecting on the glass. Must be one of the major supermarkets in here. So I picked up a couple of items, a couple of deep fried Schnitzels. One of them is beef, and the other one I have no idea. I think it would be I think it would be pork. So I'm just gonna walk down there to the river and have my dinner. I'm feeling a little bit hungry. So for all of these items, I paid roughly about $6 Australian and a quarter of a kilo of beef. And the other one is 115 grams. So you can work it out whether it's a good deal or not. Look at this, how cool is this? Families are out just having fun in the sunset. Okay, the sun has already set, but still this is a time when families come out. There is the constant presence of police. Here is one. There's another one over there. This city is safe. It's absolutely perfect for families, except that they don't stop when you cross at a pedestrian crossing. Even with the police right next to the pedestrian crossing, the cars don't stop. It's actually quite funny. So I just had one of the packages that I picked up. That was okay. The other one is chicken, and oh my gosh, it's undercooked. It's disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw that out, and that's the bigger package. So out of the 30,000 worth of food, 20,000 ends up in the bin. That's disappointing. Well, maybe there are $1 empanadas. They're better. Yeah, but I would probably get the empanadas from a proper bakery. So yeah, no, don't go to that store to pick up fresh food. Maybe the pizzas are okay. I don't know. But yeah, oh my gosh, I need to drink something. Let's listen to this. It's 7:30 in the evening, and the boys are still working up there on top of this big shopping center. Wow. They either had a long siesta, or they just love working, or they have very long days, who knows. An interesting observation here in Encarnacion, and we had the same observation in Posadas as well, is that people tend to just settle down in random places. Like you look at these two, they just brought their chairs along, or those three, or another group. There's multiple groups in here. There is nothing special in where they settle down. It's away from the buzz. It's just interesting. Oh my goodness, I love this country. I can get huge ice cream for my entire family for something like $5. Yeah, I'm not kidding, $5, 2 scoops, 2 humongous scoops. This is amazing, superb ice cream. Love it. Encarnacion lit up in the evening. You can never start setting up the Christmas lights early enough. It's 17th of November. Encarnacion is getting ready for Christmas. This street is lit up nicely, but barely anything is open at 8:30. Barely any restaurants, barely any people in the open restaurants. I'm a little bit confused.
Innovation begins where comfort ends. Teeth of the Jungle, written to educate.